Here's how we set up new clients to set them up for success. First thing we're going to go ahead and do is press create campaign. Then we're going to go to leads, press continue. Then we're going to select manual leads campaign, not tailored leads campaigns. That's the overall campaign setup. Then we're going to name it whatever we want. Typically we do date, and then we do client slash area, and we do either lead forms or surveys. Whatever it is, if we're doing a lead form, then we're doing a lead form. For this one, I'm going to go through a lead form campaign instead of a survey campaign. Then we're going to go to the actual ad set itself. So we're going to have, typically, we have a lot of different variables that we test in here. You can just keep it very simple and put whatever your offer is, whether it be insurance, financing, insurance, financing, etc. Whatever you want to do, you can do in there. For this campaign, we're going to do instant forms. If you're sending it to a landing page, you're going to do a website. For beginners, I recommend doing instant forms and doing a website later on because it does take a lot of time and testing to get a landing page that actually converts. I would do maximize number of leads, not conversion leads. Select your Facebook page, very simple. And don't change any of this or any of this. I would not use dynamic creative. It is a feature that's going away soon, more or less, and it does muddy the waters in terms of what you're testing. You can if you'd like. Again, for beginners, I would not recommend doing this. In terms of a budget, we typically, when we're launching a new client, will launch ad budgets either on $5 a day and do multiple, or we'll launch them about $15 a day. And so let's say we had a $50 a day budget, we would launch 4 $15 a day, and then we would cut it afterwards. So that'd be 15, 15, 15 at $60 a day. We would cut one or multiple ad sets and then scale it up to make sure that that month is going to be on track. Or we would do $5 a day and we would launch up to $60 a day of that, and then we'd cut it from there. We usually set the start date as the next day at 12 a.m. because that makes sure that the budget is spent well. Ads should be scheduling all the time. Do not adjust this. Meta's AI knows much better than you about your customers. For the location, you can do whatever location you'd like. You definitely do want to switch to original audience options though. Use original audience options, and then you can change whatever it is. I would typically change it to 30 plus, and I wouldn't segment out the other age groups because that's going to affect Meta's AI. Some people do. We typically don't because of the other ways that we test. So I wouldn't, if you're looking at someone else's Facebook ads build out, I would follow theirs and only use theirs, not try to mix things together because there's reasons that we may not be able to explain in a short video as to why we do it that way. And then we have all genders, yep. Advantage detailed targeting, we're going to turn this off because it's going to mess with the targeting. We're going to do English. If you also speak Spanish, you could do that, but I would probably segment that out into different campaigns so you can have different languages on the ads. For placements, we're going to do manual placements, Facebook and Instagram feed. We found that those convert much better. It gives us a head start on the campaigns. And then we'll do all stories and reels, no in-stream video ads, no search results as well, no app sites. And that's the build out for the ad set. And then we'll go into the ad itself, ad one. This is going to be very specific to the actual account. We're going to do single image or video, no carousels. You can try carousels once you have something that's working, but it's typically not going to be the bulk of your spend. No multi-advertiser ads for sure. Here you can select whatever the image it is. Put in your text, your headline, your description. We typically do learn more. You can try something else. This is going to be specific to you or in your company. I can't tell you what to do here. And then same thing with the form. I can't tell you what to do here. It's going to be specific to your company. That being said, if we look all the way at the bottom, you can choose to do CRM events and website tracking. If you're doing a landing page, I would definitely recommend that you do set up URL parameters. So that could be what campaign, ad set, ad, etc. But that's going to be the build out for this. And then let's say we're running a $15 a day ad set. We're going to duplicate this 3 times. We're going to have the exact same creatives, and we're going to do 4 different audiences. Now that's not what we typically do. what we do instead is we will typically run a $5 a day ad set, and then we'll duplicate that enough times, and I shouldn't have done that. So we will do that enough times so that we can have $60 a day. So we're going to duplicate this another 10 times. So we'll have a total of 12 ad sets, and then we're going to have ad 1 in here. We're going to have ad 2, and then we're going to have ad 3 all the way to 12. So we're testing different ads to see what the market actually responds to, as well as different offers or whatever variables that we want. But it is important that initially speaking, we want to isolate these variables so we can see what the market is responding to. And that, in about 6.5 minutes is how we build out our initial testing campaigns to try to set our roofing clients up for success.